Hello, everyone. Great evening. Life Coach Corner, a community service of Life Coach Philippines, and our mission is to kindle awareness and foster appreciation for the vast toolkits and modalities of life coaching. So we're dedicated to empowering coaching professionals and inspiring coaches, providing them with the resources to elevate the ethical practice of coaching into a thriving profession and business. Here at Life Coach Philippines, we train, we coach, and we build tribes. So we're streaming through the Facebook pages of Life Coach Philippines PH International, Life Coach PH International, and Life Coach Oman, and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. So if you're new to Life Coach PH or you're watching through a shared link, then I invite you to please take a moment to like and follow Life Coach Philippines International. And this way, of course, we can stay connected for future learning. So Life Coach Corner is a visionary community project by Life Coach Philippines International and is committed to fostering the growth of providing or growth of coaching professionals and enthusiasts. So it aims to provide essential resources and strategies that propels the ethical practice of coaching skills into a flourishing profession and business. So in each live episodes, we offer window into the coaching experience and extending its transformative benefits to individuals seeking profound personal and professional growth. So it's double down month for Life Coach Corner this February as we create the digital space for the sharing of coaching toolkits, resources, and materials of the recently concluded Behind the Grind series, which is hosted by Master Coach A. So a topic for this evening or tonight is how to rebuild trust as a coaching resource for the episode of Master Coach A on trust equation. So this is day 15 of the 39 day double down challenge. Okay. So I'm your coach. In case you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Coach Candee Teng. I support people who are challenged with self-worth to do self-care, self-acceptance, and self-value so that they can gain the self-esteem to live life with the platform of life coaching and creative expression. So as a coach, no, it's very important. Okay, I remember times when I would really would not have I don't have healthy relationships, no, because of trust. So technically hashtag trust issues. Okay. And with the previous episode of Master of Coaching on trust equation. Okay. She introduced the concept when you talk about trust, no, and trust equations. It's three, okay. It's three. It's actually three. You have to remember three things, okay? The credibility in a relationship, the credibility of the person, the reliability, and the intimacy. And when we talk about intimacy, no, it's not about having a romantic relationship, but it's having being or the state, no, of being able to get closer to a person and have a conversation. Okay, so again, when you talk about intimacy, it's not about romantic relationship, but having that intimacy, okay, that intimate conversation, that deep conversation with someone you really get to know them. And with this, no, Master Kushi shared as well, no, 10 truths, okay, about trust that you should have a point of reference because oftentimes we go into relationship and we look into the kind of relationship that we have, but we don't have a point of reference. No? And we don't have a point of reference what a good relationship would look like, what a trustworthy relationship would look like. So Master Coach A shared 10 truths about trust that can be your point of reference. Okay, so I'll be running it down. So the first thing that you have to really realize, and this is what I like the most, is that trust is not given. It is it cannot. So trust is not a right. Okay, it's not that when you go into a relationship, you demand to be trusted. No, it is not a right, but a privilege privilege, okay, to be trusted and to trust us. Okay? Because oftentimes we go into a relationship with a sense of entitlement. But if we have this point of reference and truth about trust, the trust is actually earned, and it is not given, that it is a privilege, okay, that you should not be like abusing, okay, and is not your right, then you will have a different perspective of trust and you will actually value trust more. Okay, then the second is vulnerability strength. Vulnerability strengthens trust. Okay, in relationship, of course, no. For a relationship to deepen, it requires trust. And for trust to deepen, it requires a vulnerability of another person. And oftentimes in relationships, no, aside from communication, there is lack of trust because the other person or the person in the relationship is not able to become vulnerable in the relationship. And third, trust requires patience. Okay, since it is again not given, it is earned, it is not a right, but it is a privilege to be trusted. Now, of course, to build trust, okay, trust requires patience because it takes time, like anything else. Relationships takes time to improve, takes time to deepen, takes time to strengthen. Of course, trust as well is a very important component of relationship, and therefore it requires patience. Okay, and fourth, trust is fragile. When you get to learn to see that trust is fragile, diba? Like anything that is fragile, you will really take care of it. No? You wouldn't like put the fragile things at the edge of the table or anywhere where it is susceptible to breaking, okay? Or there would be risk of its safety, diba? Yun po yung of fragile. When there are fragile things that you would valuable to you, then technically you will not just put it anywhere and you will not just give it to anyone, okay? You will technically not have it safeguarded. You will place it in a place, no, where it is really guarded. So trust is like that. Trust is fragile as well. Okay, so you don't just give your trust to anyone. Okay, ang tinatawag po dito ni Master Coach ay hashtag wisdom. Okay, that's why it's very important point of reference. Hello, Coach Lynn. Hello, Coach Nords, and hello, Coach Tintin. Okay, so I'm running down. I'm running down. I am going through a rundown ayan, of the 10 truths about trust. Okay, from the trust equation talk of Master Coach A. Okay? So, na-support tayo, okay? Trust is fragile. Then, fifth is consistency builds trust. So, would you agree with me, diba? One of the things that allows you to build your trust in another person is if you see consistent behaviors, okay? So, it's very hard to really see a build or give your trust. Alam mo yung gusto mong ibigay yung trust, but hindi mo ibigay yung trust mo to someone when you see that there are irrational and inconsistency or inconsistent behavior no in a person, especially if it is inconsistent, then no you actually with words, then technically no, it becomes very difficult for us to trust. Therefore, consistency builds trust. Hello, Puchon. Okay, then six is communication is key to trust. Of course, how can you trust someone if there is no communication? Tapos babalik din to sa point number two, no? Vulnerability, okay? Communication, there has to be vulnerability and the trust in the relationship. So if there is no communication, then technically, how about trust? Okay, the trust will not be developed, and of course, relationships will not be developed. Okay. Seventh is trust yourself first. Ayan. So by trusting yourself first, it means that you have confidence in your decision making as well. Because oftentimes we demand for other people's trust, but we ourselves know we do not trust ourselves. When we make decisions, we even do not trust our own decisions. So the question is, what do you trust about yourself? Because like anything else, you cannot give what you do not have. Okay, so you cannot trust other people if you do not know that you are worthy Hindi naman worth it kasi right, ano nga siya, di ba, privilege that you deserve trust and you are trustworthy. Because if you see yourself trustworthy, di ba, then technically you will know that you can develop good relationships with other people. But if you yourself no, cannot trust yourself, then malamang no, ikaw at ikaw mismo puno ka ng doubt, okay? If you cannot trust yourself, you are filled with doubts, then technically no, you will doubt as well, you will doubt your relationships as well, right? So the ninth one is of course no, eighth one, sorry. So yung eighth one is trust and risk go hand in hand. In any relationship, since it is susceptible to madami no, mga external forces. No? Trust and risk actually goes hand in hand. Like, ibig sabihin, you cannot deepen your trust, you cannot deepen and strengthen bonds of relationship if you do not take risk. Okay? Do not take risk. So, kung nag-take risk, nagkamali, tawag dyan, no, hashtag tuition fee. Okay? But, okay, nag-tuition fee ka na and then you learn from it. Okay? And then eventually, no, when you take risk, and talaga naman, no, nakita mo, di ba, that the person is like very consistent, they deliver naman, and it's very responsible. Eventually, di ba, you put more your trust in the other person. That's why trust and this goes hand in hand. Sabi ko, Sean, you need to overflow so you can give from the abundance of your heart. Yes, you cannot give what you do not have. Okay? And ninth, of course, is favorite natin to. Forgiveness nurtures trust. Of course, there's trust and risk no, in every risk as well. No? It will always not be perfect. Okay, sabi niya kaya may siya. You know? And therefore, the nine really comes in, the ninth rule comes in, is that forgiveness nurtures trust because mistakes are inevitable to happen. It's part of life, right? But forgiving and learning from them enforces trust enforce trust bonds as well. Okay, magkakaiba po yung being forgiving and being um walang wisdom tawag doon, no? Or being pangit lang kasi yung Tagalog term niya, no? Or being stupid, okay? Okay, forgiveness and being stupid are two different things, okay? So you want to be able to forgive, no? And then set boundaries. Of course, it's very important to set boundaries, no? Kasi iba po yung forgiveness na out of stupidity na paulit-ulit ka na inaabot. So you just release forgiveness and you do not do anything about it. So magkaiba po siya. And lastly, of course, trust requires represol. Kaya ko to. Repres ah, repriso. Ay, Diyos ko, Lord. Tulungan niyo po ko, guys. Trust requires reciprocity. Okay. Okay, reciprocity. Okay, so you trust, okay, since it is mutual, no? It's a relationship, it is mutual siya. So, dalawa po yan, no? Reciprocate, dapat nare-reciprocate po siya. Okay? So, these are the 10 points that Master Coaching, no? 10 truths about trust. Okay, so the question is, do you want to, but in here, no, you really want to be able to take look through a rundown of the 10 no? And if you want like a list or some mga to, no? I'm sure Coach Lynn has it. So Coach Lynn, feel free of course to share the link okay ng postings mo no, na nandun na summarize natin it's about trust. But if you really want to know as well the full talk of Master Coaching about the 10 it's about trust, no, then you can catch the replay link caption of this video. Nandun po siya sa caption. Doon sa coaching resource for the episode on trust education. So, with this, no, yung 10 na to, you want to be able to clear, okay, to clear and really get to a space of introspection or self-reflection that you ask yourself, what am I subscribing? From the 10 truths about trust, what am I subscribing? Kasi probably, no, you are demanding trust, you want to be trust, or you want to rebuild trust, but you do not know kasi it's about trust, okay? So hindi po yan mag-align. That's why you have to keep on educating yourself. That's why you create this awareness, this session as well, for you to be able to encounter the truth and then encounter yourself and then now see how you can bring it into alignment. Now, tanong naman, di ba? If you're someone naman and you want to know what are the signs that trust is being compromised, then the first one is of course the basic in any relationship communication breakdown. Okay, when you get to talk less, when you get to talk casually, when there's nothing new in the relationship, when things are just not flowing, and alam mo yon, you talk just for the sake of talking, okay, because you need to talk, okay, for the relationship, then technically it means no, these are signs, okay, signs the trust is being compromised. Then second, of course, secrecy and hiding information. Okay? Because again, if you, di ba, if you really trust someone, you will again, you second yan, di ba, vulnerability, you will be vulnerable in sharing about yourself, you will be vulnerable in really expressing your truth as well. But if there is secrecy and hiding information, then it indicates no, that there is actually breach of trust happening already. Hello, Coach Mao. Then, of course, third is consistent and, and rely and reliability. Okay. Naghahang po yung brain cells ko. Okay. Consistent and reliability. Okay. Okay. Because again, no, trust requires, di ba, yung consistency sabi natin of builds trust. Now, if there is, meron naman consistency, no, but you put be unreliable, no. If there is consistency in being unreliable, then technically, no, that nagpa-break off yung trust, it breaks off the trust, then this is something that you want to be able to look into the relationship as well. And then, of course, no, yung fourth is betrayal of confidence. Of course, when you talk about confidence, it's not about you, but it's really your confidence in the relationship. Because oftentimes, di ba, again, pupunta ka, you go in a partnership with a person, no? And then you build the trust, of course. With trust comes the confidence in the relationship, of course. Oh, di ba, doon sa sinishare nyo. But when is technically, no, na-feel mo na hindi na dahil is consistent and reliability, then technically, no, yung confidence mo nasisira na rin yan siya, nagla-lesson siya. Now, di ba, dinagdagan mo pa ng betrayal. Betrayal, really, no, when betrayal happens, trust talaga is compromised. Okay, then fifth is when it happens, there is lack of accountability. This person, no, yung characteristic ng person na to is they put blame on other people. They find reasons, excuses, ayan. So lack of accountability instead of owning it, instead of accountable for it, no, they find ways, okay, na malusutan, reasons, excuses, whatever, okay. So, lack of accountability. Then, six is, of course, repeating deception, di ba? Hindi lang isa, pero paulit-ulit na siya. Then, technically, you can see, di ba? Hindi lang siya being, it's not only the trust that is being betrayal. Si Berna betrayal, si Coach Lynn Garcia talaga. Okay, lack of accountability, no? Ay, sorry, yung repeating deception. So when, excuse me, when there is repeating deception, yung paulit-ulit na lang yan, di ba? Then technically, you have to look into the relationship because it, for me, honestly, no, yung trust is not only being compromised, talagang nawawala na po siya. Okay? Kasi repeated na yung pattern. And then seven, no, sudden and unexplained changes in behavior. This is often too common in relationship. Yung sabi, bigla na lang nagbago. And you know, there's a thing that changed and that you cannot explain it, but you know that there's something that changed. So it's sudden and unexplained changes in behavior. So you want to look on it as something that the trust is being compromised. And of course, yung eight is failure to apologize. Again, no, yung vulnerability, taking accountability. Again, trust and risk no goes hand in hand. So when a person is not able to apologize, okay, instead of building trust, no, it weakens the trust in the relationship and it compromises the trust in the relationship. Therefore, it compromises the relationship as well. The nine is lack of emotional connection or intimacy. Okay, again, not only limited to romantic relationship, but yung emotional connection mo. Okay, yung nafe-feel mo pa yung tao, yung talagang feel it in your heart, not only in the headspace. And of course, lastly, when there is doubt and suspicion that is present, then you have to learn to see and get into the space of acknowledgement and acceptance, awareness, diba? You are doing this right now. You are joining me to create that space for awareness, okay? Now that you become aware, no, like, meron pala ako netong signs, no, that trust is being compromised. Then it holds a space now for you to be able to acknowledge. Therefore, you eventually will get to accept, okay, that there is something wrong, that there needs improvement, that there is something that you can do and want to do to be able to build trust, okay, to rebuild trust, okay. So recognizing the early signs, this no, and addressing it is actually crucial to any kind of relationship, especially if you want to continuously build and nurture relationships. And it is very important as well, no, for accountability and willingness and trust to help rebuild, no, the process, okay. But then again, no, ito yung key talaga, yung gustong gusto ko sa shinare ni Master Coaching is when she said, no, that the accountability and willingness, okay, to rebuild, okay, to rebuild trust, okay, because this talk is about how to rebuild trust. It's about the person's accountability and willingness to rebuild trust. So to go through the process, it should be made mutually. Okay, it is agreed upon by both parties, okay, or the parties involved. Hindi po pwedeng isa lang yung may gustong makipag-ayos ng relationship. It will not work because relationships involves other people. So, hindi naman pwede, di ba, gusto mo mag-rebuild ng trust yung other person would not want to rebuild trust with you, okay, rebuild the relationship with you, and then force yourself or you force the other person, di ba? Hindi po siya tama. So again, to be able to rebuild trust, of course, you should look into having it mutually agreed upon and then going through the gradual process. Now, if you're going through the process, no, nakita nyo na, and no compromise sa relationship, okay, and then you mutually agree that you want, of course, no, to rebuild trust. Then I'm sharing here three tips, okay? First is you want to be engaged in more open and honest communication. Okay, again, communication is key in any relationship. So you want to be able to learn, discuss comfortable topics. That's why it's very important as well. We know you mastering tough talks ni Master Coach A, where she's been really teaching that the triggers are within us. Okay, nasa loob po natin ang triggers. No, hindi po yan sa labas. Okay, oftentimes we think that other people trigger us, but it is really what is inside of you that triggers you. Okay? Ikaw yon, nasa loob mo. Kaya pag may nangyari, di ba kami as life coaches, trained by Master Coaching, we quickly go into what are we feeling to see or what we are not seeing within ourselves why we are triggered. Okay? So again, mastering tough talks, no? I don't know if hindi pala siya pwede. But if you wanna know more about mastering tough talks, of course, I invite you to connect with me or connect with the coaches that you see here on the screen that is part of mastering tough talks, okay? And of course, no, if in engaging in more open and honest communication, di ba, if you are not yet comfortable, okay, in communicating, of course, there is a thing that we call creative expression, and as you can see here sa background ko, no, it's not just fashion, no, but technically I am inside RT creative brewers, no, okay, where we do technically, no, creative expression, to be able to creatively express your thoughts, express your emotions, and yung fashion po dito sa likod, no, it's being able to express yourself through fashion, okay? Sabi nga na aming fashion stylist na si Bianca, okay, is that fashion should reflect you, okay? Not the fashion dictates who you are, okay? So, creative expression siya. And just last night, we also have the Petals and Passions. Sorry, night. Diyos ko, Lord, ang brain cells ko ngayon. Okay, sorry, night. Okay, where Master Coach A taught about no, floor geography or the language of flowers. No, and it conveys different meanings. Master Coach A introduced no, 7 flowers that holds very significant symbols and allow us to go into introspection to see the processes in different areas of our life. And you can use as well no, flowers to creatively convey, express your emotions, your thoughts creatively, okay? If hindi pa po kaya yung diretso usap, then technically you can employ creative expression as well, okay? Then second tip that you can do is consistency and reliable behavior over time. At before ko to continue, syempre, no, congratulations to Master Coach A as well. Thank you so much for the wonderful class last night. Okay, sabi nga ni Coach Lynn, di ba? Ang galing talaga. Yes, ang galing po talaga. You will never be able to look at flowers the same again, okay? It will be just be different if you know. Kasi usually, di ba sabi din, ang what people knows. What people know is about process, no? Yung process symbolizes love. Hindi pala, di ba? Madami pala, okay? So, there's so much, okay, that you can learn. Even in arranging flowers, okay, you can learn so much about yourself and you can as well no, express your emotions, your thoughts through how you arrange the flowers, okay? Ganun po yung creative expression na nag-work. So you can use this, okay, in communicating with um, the person that you are trying to rebuild your relationship to. Then second, of course, in consistency and reliable behavior. You want to be able to have that and be really, really, really mindful, no? Aware, mindful of what you say, okay, and what you do. Because there should be an alignment in your words and in your action. Because consistency and reliable behavior, no, over time rebuilds trust, rebuilds the foundation of trust. And last tip, of course, no, is to make sure you know how to apologize and take responsibility. Would you agree with me, di ba? Lahat tayo nagkakamali sa relationship because di naman tayo perfect, di ba? But that the trust in a person, di ba, develops when you know that the person really is apologizing. Hindi siya yung nag-sorry lang, no, for the sake of sorry, but they know why they are apologizing. They know what they are sorry for, and they take responsibility. When we talk about taking responsibility, is that they go through a process to change themselves to become better for the relationship. Okay, they become a better person for the relationship. So these are 3 tips that are actually no, very, very important if you want to be able to rebuild no, trust. But then again, babalikan natin that if you want to rebuild trust, it should be mutually agreed upon. Okay? And consistent action can demonstrate, of course, your dedication to rebuilding foundation is very, very, very important. Now, di ba, rebuilding trust po yung topic dito. Ibig sabihin, compared to a relationship where you just set foot on, ibig sabihin, bago pa lang po siya, wala pa po na-compromise na trust, no? Compared to those kind of, when you talk about the building trust, ibig sabihin, na ano no may nangyari sa trust that you want to be able to rebuild the foundation of trust. Remember that it is not easy, it is not an overnight process, it will not happen overnight because syempre it involves another person, di ba? May forgiveness din po yan. Okay, madami po yung process na pagdadaanan. But it is doable. And it is important to do, okay, that you have that intention, no, that you have to be clear in your intention and have a heartfelt no, and sincere apology with remorse. Okay? Kasi importante po yung apology with remorse. Ibig sabihin po ng remorse, di ba? When you are remorseful, you know what you've done, and you know deep in your heart that you don't want that dahil nagre-remorse ka, no, hindi mo na siya basta-basta uulitin. Okay? So, yun po yung kagandahan. So, you want to have, make it heartfelt. Talagang alam yun, you have to really learn from it. You want to really become sincere in your apology with remorse, and you want to be able to really commit. Okay? Again, it is not an overnight process. It is a journey. So you want to be able to really have that commitment, no, to change yourself, to create no preventive measures, okay, to be placed para hindi po, okay, remember the 10 the 10 truths that I shared, no, about trust, then you want to be able to work on it, di ba? To create preventive measures, no, para hindi po ma-compromise yung inyong trust, no? Okay, in the relationships, okay? And of course, no, for you to be able to rebuild again, we have to as well, no, learn to know the value of relationships, okay? Kaya ano ba talaga yung relationship sa'yo, and you want to be able to look into as well your relationship with yourself and how much you trust yourself, because it will be hard to rebuild trust to another person if you are not able to forgive yourself and rebuild your trust within yourself. Within talaga, ikaw muna, no? Again, we cannot give what we do not have. And just like what I shared as well, the Master Coach A shared that one of the 10 truths about trust is that you have to trust yourself first, because oftentimes trust is being compromised, di ba? Yung trust mo sa sarili mo, yeah. Okay, so you have to remember as well that relationships can grow and mature to become true treasures if we are intentional in nurturing it. Okay, so I have a toolkit, and you can just message me. It is a personal reflection exercise that can help you jump off, okay, into rebuilding your trust, no, to the rebuilding the foundation of trust, no. It will enable you to take a closer look at the state of your personal relationships with yourself, with other people, no, that is important to you, and you can be able to spend time doing this exercise. And of course, if you need no a coaching service to nurture the relationship, to rebuild trust, especially rebuilding trust to yourself and releasing forgiveness to yourself, then please feel free to connect with us at 0917-586-1661, or connect with any coaches that you see here in the comment section, in this community, and we will be ready for part 2. Ayan, so I invite you to join us every night, no, as we continuously unveil gems from the coaching toolbox of Master Coach A, no, from coaching of circle, which sets the stage, no, for your success in 2024. February pa lang po, second month pa lang po to, no. So continuously, no, let's embark on this journey of growth and excellence together with the Double Down month, no, behind the Grind series hosted by Master Coach A. I invite you as well to join us in person for our face-to-face community events, no, sa bahay po ng certified life coaches here in the Philippines, which is the Kapapa Republic. We are located in Capitolio, Pasig City, inside Pioneer Center compound, and we are open Mondays to Saturdays, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Okay, and today is Thursday night. We have, no, in Thursday night is cabin live at the campfire, where we do prayer night, and the prayer night for this evening, the topic for the prayer night, no, is health and well-being. So our health and well-being, and of course, the health and well-being of people who are important to us. But with that as well, no, I really invite you to come over and have experience that safe space, no, if you are in the season where you want to be able to you feel lost, or you want to be able to build trust within yourself, and you are encountering relationship problems, no, hindi po romantic lang na relationship, okay, but with other people na have encountered any conflict, and you really want to look into it, create that awareness and nakikita, then we invite you to really join us, visit us, no? Visit us again until 5 a.m. kami. Okay, or you can connect with us at 0907 586 1661. And for other community nights event, okay, we have Purposeful Sundays, Parenting Mondays, and Kapihan Night, no, on Tuesdays with Master Coach A, Habits on Wednesdays, then again Thursdays is Cabin Life at the Campfire, which is a prayer night, and on Saturdays, Fab Saturdays open mic, okay, part again ng first tip ko is engage in open and honest communication. And yung open mic, okay, what's different with open mic night in the cover public? It's not about just singing, but it's creatively expressing yourself. No? And may themes po yung ating music. Okay, so I really invite you. No? If you want to utilize that first step, okay, then I invite you to really join us in the creative expression through open mic night. Okay, so I invite you to join us back tomorrow for day 16 with Master Coach A, Master Coach Jasmine, as she will be sharing the 5-step process for how to eliminate fear. Okay, so for coaching classes and services as well, send us a private message or send email to connect at mastercoacha.com. And I encourage you, of course, to share your insights from tonight's learning with using hashtag pack my bag moment, and please do tag our page so we can engage with your social media content. So thank you for joining me this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for day 16. This is us in the Philippines. Bye bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.